And then I saw her face. I'm a believer, and not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love.
Hey guys, HD here, and this is my last reaction video before I go to sleepaway camp. So yeah, a lot of people have been telling me that this reaction is late, and this is a video that I've been wanting to react to for a while. Pinkie Tails, Egghead, and the Beast by Magpiepony. So yeah, this video has been out for a while, and I never got a chance to react to it because I've been busy with other stuff. So yeah, this is finally the time I'm gonna react to this. So yeah, let me just get this at a stable point. Alright, okay, it's at a stable point right now. Okay, I'm good. So, let's jump it in!
Pinkie Tails, Egghead and the Beast.
Let me turn this down a little bit.
Tonight's story is a classic, Mountain Pumpkin. It's all about a terrifying beast, strange castle objects, and a mayor who's slightly socially awkward. Once upon a time.
Alright!
Long before the reign of the two Alicorn sisters, there was a small village in the
Scribbler.
kingdom of Prance. A beautiful, intelligent, and slightly odd Alicorn named Sparkle lived in the village alone. She was fascinated
So
by the
Twilight
spells
is
and
Belle.
history she found in books, and chose to spend her days reading rather than socializing. Unfortunately, this caused Sparkle to become introverted and awkward around other ponies. Though many ponies attempted to include her in daily village life, Sparkle's attention was always focused on her studies. Eventually, every pony left Sparkle alone to do as she pleased. Every pony, with the exception of Dashton.
Dashton
was the village's hero and most sought-after stallion. He dominated the sky, breaking
So
weather and speed
Rubberdash
records as
is
if they were
Gaston.
child's play. He was handsome, strong, charismatic, and available. Every mare in the village dreamed of
Of
becoming
course,
his
this
mare friend.
is a parody of
Dashton's
Beauty and
sights
the
were
Beast.
set on the one who didn't clamour for his attention, Sparkle.
In case if you guys didn't know,
One afternoon,
I haven't seen
Dashton and his
the 2017
faithful
version of Beauty and the
assistant
Beast.
had just finished. Hang on.
Oh gosh, is that Scootaloo?
Is it really just Scootaloo?
Yeah, because in the other story, the short, stubby little human that followed the hunksicle around was called LeFou. So it's
LeFou?
Scootaloo and LeFou. I love rhymes.
But don't you usually change the name? Isn't that a little distracting?
Well, why don't you try to come up with something better? Do you know how hard it was to make a pun out of Maud's name in the last one? How am I supposed to make something
Oh yeah,
LeFou?
the Little Mermaid.
France-Canese or something.
Okay, first of all, it's called French. Let's not start off the story by offending part of the world's population. How about we call her... Scootaloo.
Scootaloo.
And can be used as a surname.
That's one of the silly nicknames Dashy and I use all the time. You know, like I'm Punkapoo, and then there's Yellow Quiet, White Perfect, Breakfast Cereal.
What?
I mean, yeah, let's do that. Whoa, that was amazing, Dashton.
Dashton's faithful assistant Scootaloo called as Dashton landed with a resounding boom. He had instructed Scootaloo to time his cloud clearing, hoping once again to break his own speed record.
How long?
Dashton asked, picking the cloud debris from his wings mindlessly.
Oh, you were amazing, as always. No pony can clear the sky like you can, Dashton.
How long?
Dashton said again impatiently. Scootaloo gulped nervously before replying,
10.3 seconds?
What? Let me see that timer.
Dashton growled, swiping the little device from Scootaloo's hoof.
It's still record-breaking.
Yeah, maybe last year when I actually broke it. I promised my fans I'd break 10 seconds this year, and I will not disappoint them. Are you sure this thing is working?
Look, it's him, Dashton.
Fluttershy?
Dreamy,
3 yellow pegasi with long, soft, pink manes called from a distance, crowding around Dashton and fawning over him. Scooteroo quickly moved away to avoid
So they're
being
all
touched.
Fluttershy?
Ladies!
Those ladies?
There's plenty of Dashton to go around. I know. I'm the best. I can't help it. I guess I was just born to be awesome.
As his over-exuberant fans swarmed him, Dashton caught a glimpse of Sparkle from the corner of his eye.
Sorry, Phillies. Gotta dash.
Dashton said with a wink, flying away and leaving 3 sad mares behind.
Aww. There he goes again, hanging around that mare instead of us. She's pretty, but she's kinda shy, don't you?
Mary Medley?
What's she got that we haven't got?
Personality.
Scooteroo muttered under his breath.
Huh?
Nothing.
Hey there. Couldn't help but notice you strolling along the street all alone. Figured you could use some company.
Sparkle is reading
Cozying
The
up
Little
to Sparkle
Mermaid.
as they walked down the street.
Hello, Dashton.
You know,
Yeah, I have the book
very
too. I would want the book
mare-like to
too.
walk around with those things all the time.
You mean books?
You do know.
Yeah, I
that
do remember
ponies are
something
calling
from
you
the movie.
Egghead,
Belle
right?
is a bookworm.
A what? Who calls me an egghead?
I do. Look, it's just not right for a mare who looks like you to be so booky and eggheady, you know?
I don't think bookie and eggheady are words. And what do you mean, a mare who looks like me?
It's a compliment. It means you're too pretty to be burying your face in one of these all the time. You should come around town with me. I could show you some of my record-breaking trophies.
Dashton, there's no such thing as being too pretty or too ugly to be intelligent. Also, I happen to think the most appealing ponies are the ones who don't flaunt their accomplishments. Instead, they should let their work speak for itself.
You do have some pretty great work.
What do you know of my work?
Duh. You're like the most powerful unicorn in print.
Technically, I'm an alicorn.
Whatever. You raise the sun and the moon
Please stop.
practically on your own. That's pretty impressive. And it's that kind of mare that I want on my right wing.
You have dozens of other mares who would give anything to be your mare friend. Why me?
Because you're a challenge. And I never back down from a challenge. Not to mention, underneath all that eggheadiness, you're a really pretty mare, you know.
I am not an egghead.
So I'm gonna do you a big favor and take you out tonight. If you're seen around the village with me, that egghead thing will be a thing of the past. No, you don't have to say anything. I already know your answer. I'll be by at 7 o'clock to pick you up. There's no way you're not gonna love what I have planned.
Dashton said, zooming away.
That's a double negative!
Yeah, very
The
negative.
thought of an evening spent with Dashton and all his braggery was too traumatizing for Sparkle to fathom. She decided it would be a better idea to take her books and study somewhere far away where the Pegasus could not find her. There was only one place she could think of where the village ponies dared not venture: the Enchanted Forest. Sparkle
The Enchanted
ignored the warnings
Forest.
and rumours that the forest was indeed cursed and dangerous, choosing to believe that a night with Dashton would be far worse. She wandered the narrow forest paths, looking for a clearing to study in peace, but hours passed, and Sparkle conceded to the fact that she was indeed lost. To make matters worse, she finally understood why the forest was deemed enchanted, as the magic of her horn failed to produce any spells. Powerless, hungry, and exhausted, Sparkle gave up the search for the path home and sought out a safe place to spend the cold night instead. When hope was dismal, Sparkle spied an old iron gate with a path that led to a mighty castle hidden in the heart of the forest. She was relieved, pushed open the gate, and ran up the front steps of the castle.
Hello? Is any pony there? Please, I only seek shelter for the night. Thank you. I don't mean to be a bother.
Sparkle started, but paused when she realized she was all alone. The only indication that some pony had unlocked the door for her was the light of a strange-looking candle with a pony face carved into the candlestick. Sparkle tilted her head and reached her hoof out towards it when the candle began to move.
Well, hi there. It's been a long time since
Oh, so the
I've seen
candle
you around
is
here.
a cheese
The
sandwich.
candlestick said, talking from the pony face. Sparkle screamed in surprise and leapt up into the air before crashing back down to the ground on her flank.
Way to go, Flame Witch!
No
Now
whacking.
2 seconds into the castle and you've already given our guest PTSD.
Sparkle sharply turned her head around to see an old gramophone playing a record. The voice she heard had come from the gramophone horn, but as the record spun, no other sound could be heard. Sparkle's ears perked up when she heard the candlestick hopping over to the gramophone on its own, smiling as if nothing were amiss.
Who are you?
I think the better question is, what are we? We haven't been a who in a long time.
We're the staff at the castle.
Cursed along with its master until our impending doom traps us as inanimate objects forever.
Oh,
But you're not interested in all that. Follow me. You must be freezing.
Take me with you. This is gonna end up a disaster and I absolutely want to watch it happen.
Flame Witch rolled his eyes and lifted the needle on the record with one of his
Flame
candles.
Witch.
He picked up the record itself and hopped along one of the castle hallways.
You coming?
He called to Sparkle. She nodded and walked cautiously after him. Eventually, the candle paused in front of a small study where a comfortable chair waited in front of a fireplace.
Hang on, let me get that for you.
The candle said enthusiastically, using the flame on one of his candles to ignite the fireplace. He then placed the record onto a second gramophone in the corner of the room, adjusting the needle accordingly.
Make way! Make way! I simply must see this for myself!
A
Rarity?
third voice called, followed by the sound
Oh, so
of
Rarity and
Charlotte
Sweetie
clinking
Belle
down
are the
hallway.
teacups.
Soon after, a
Rarity's
decorated
Mrs.
little
Potts
teapot entered
and
the room, and it
Sweetie
too had a
Belle is
strange
Chip.
pony-like face that beamed excitedly at the sight of Sparkle.
It's true! There is a pony in the castle! Oh, how terribly exciting!
Are you here to break our curse?
A small voice called from behind the teapot. It was a little cup that appeared to be another piece of the tea set. The pair of them hopped onto a side table to get a better look at the pony guest. Sparkle watched them in fascinated silence.
Are you cursed too?
Sweetener Belle! It's impolite to
Sweetener
ask
Belle?
ponies if they're cursed.
But she's an alicorn. See? She even looks like a Mary Sue.
Oh, do forgive my little sister. She has quite the imagination since being turned into talking china. My name is Rarity Pot.
Rarity
Right,
Pot.
darling, we won't hurt you.
Afraid? I'm not afraid. I'm fascinated. How did you all get cursed like this? Who are you? What's this castle doing in the middle of the forest? And why isn't it in any of our history books?
What in tarnation is going on in here?
Applejack?
Another new object said from the doorway. It was a clock, decorated with apple accents and a swinging apple pendulum.
What's she doing here? Flame Witch let her in.
And you just let him? You're supposed to guard the door.
It was exciting and I'm bored. What'd you expect?
Well, she's the first pony we've seen in decades. And she looked like she needed help. Besides, now we have a reason to celebrate. She's come to break the curse.
Sparkle opened her mouth to
Oh,
respond.
got some
but
animation now.
hesitated when she heard mighty hoofsteps approaching from down the hallway.
Uh-oh.
The objects in the room turned their attention to the doorway, smiling, with the exception of Sparkle and Apple Clock. A mysterious
Clock.
pony approached, staying hidden in shadow, with the exception of his bright green glowing eyes.
Who are you?
Sombra?
What are you doing in my castle?
I'm Sparkle. I got lost in the woods and just needed a warm place to stay the night.
I see.
The pony said simply, taking a step inside the room and into the
Who's
light.
that?
The sight Sparkle beheld was too fascinating and terrifying for her to comprehend. The pony before her was not an inanimate object like the other castle members she had seen. He was a tall, black-coated alicorn with piercing red stripes on his coat and mane.
Oh
Atop his head were 3 horns, 2 on either side of his head, along with a broken unicorn horn. He had cleft hooves and what appeared to be an orange flame pattern on his legs under his red stripes. His eyes glowed with a trail of purple smoke around them, and he had large, multicolored bat wings.
no! Sweet
All right, Pinkie, what is going on?
What do you mean, what is going on? Look at him! He's...
An alicorn representing the beast.
No! I mean, yes, but look at him! He's an abomination! Why does
Yeah, he does look like a freak.
bat wings and a weird celestial-looking necklace thing with a heart-shaped gemstone? What crazy, twisted mind could create such a thing?
Well, these are Pinkie tails, aren't they? So, didn't you come up with his design?
Me? You think I had something to do with this whatever he is? It wasn't me. I thought he was going to be a manticore or something. But this? Oh, sweet Celestia, hide me!
Are you afraid of him, Pinkie?
Of course I'm afraid of him! Why else
Okay, so Pinkie's afraid of this guy.
I was supposed to be the candle, but I just can't do it. He's going to shoot rainbow sparkle flame power at me and I'll be sent into another dimension. I just know it.
No, you're not, Pinkie.
Know how much power bronies give terrible OCs. They're undefeatable. Pinkie will stay far, far away from him.
You're overreacting.
I can't hear you. I'm far, far away. Please turn the page.
Fine.
Oh, come on. He's on this page, too. There's no escape, I tell you. No escape!
Yeah, just leave it alone, Pinkie.
Darling, this is our beloved prince, and the victim of a cruel and unjustifiable curse.
No, not a prince. I am a beast. I don't deserve your praise, Madam Teapot.
Were you cursed to be this way?
No, my appearance did not change when I was cursed, but I fear that my curse may be the worst of them all. I am merely not permitted to leave my own castle and spread my vast and unending magical power with the pony world. You see, before I was cursed, I had studied every book on magic that had ever been written, and I had discovered a way to cure cancer and hunger and create everlasting world peace.
Oh, brother.
But now, I am stuck here, and my magic is powerless against this curse. I am doomed to never be able to help other ponies and be their prince.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, terrible
Every
indeed.
book on magic, you say?
Yes, I have them all in my castle library, and yet I fear that none of them can help us. I have scored them for answers, but I fear my staff and I are doomed forever.
Maybe I can break your curse. For some strange reason, I feel compelled to save you.
You? What makes you so sure you can save us?
She's a Mary Sue.
The alicorn took
Mary
a second
Sue?
look at Sparkle and noticed that she was indeed an alicorn too.
Does your alicorn magic work in my castle?
Well, no. But if your magic still works, maybe I can find the right spell and you can cast it.
You are welcome to try, but I must ask you to stay away from the west wing of the castle. That's where I like to go to be brooding and mysterious. My candlestick and clock will show you to the library, little filly.
You can call me Sparkle.
And you can call me a beast, for that is what I am. Now, I will dramatically exit and leave you to your impossible task without helping you, even though clearly I have the magic to do so.
The prince said, igniting his broken horn with magic and disappearing from the room.
That was pretty strange.
Here we are, darling.
Rarity Pot said, helping Flame Witch open the double doors that led to the vast castle library.
It's beautiful. I think
Also,
I
Twilight
might
likes this
cry.
library.
You must have hundreds, no, thousands of books here. There's so much knowledge to take in. How can you possibly stand it?
Well, to be honest, half of us can't hold a book or turn pages now that we're objects, and the other half don't like to read. I'd say I'm a little bit of both myself.
So, how are you going to break the curse?
I need to know what the curse is before I can know how to undo it.
It's written on an enchanted scroll.
Vinyl said, from a new gramophone
Also, it's just
conveniently
vinyl.
placed in the library.
How many of these things do we have?
And the better question is, why aren't they enchanted too? There's another plot hole.
Wait, you know that we're, in a story?
Why, of course I do. I'm a male ripoff of Pinkie Pie, so I basically
A male
do whatever
ripoff
she
of
can.
Pinkie
I
Pie.
don't know why you're fall for breaking though. Maybe it's because you're like her 23rd cousin 3 times removed. It's a recessive trait.
How can I get that scroll?
Unfortunately, you can't. It's in the West Wing, and you're not allowed to go in there.
But then, how am I going to be able to break it if I don't even know what it says?
I believe there is a book in here somewhere that has a copy of what's written on there. The prince is a deep and sensitive pony, so naturally he keeps a diary.
Maybe we can just borrow it when the prince isn't looking.
And risk upsetting the prince? Sweetener Belle, you know better than that. The poor dear is going through enough as it is.
All right.
I mean, he is turned into a beast.
Diary. Would you all be so
A
kind
big,
as to help me
miserable
search?
beast.
Sure thing, Sparkle.
Flame Witch said with a smile, hopping into the library enthusiastically.
Now hang on there, Flame Witch. You're a candle, and candles don't mix well with paper.
You're overthinking things, Apple Clock. I can... Oh, wait, yep. It's on fire. Rare Pop, can you,
Put it out?
I'm coming.
Rarity Pot said, hopping after Flame Witch to dose the fire with her tea. Sparkle giggled and began combing the bookshelves for the diary. Hours passed with no success for Sparkle and the castle objects. They weren't a very productive search party, as Flame Witch couldn't touch any books, Rarity Pot was afraid of spilling her tea on them, and Vinyl couldn't move at all.
It's better than not speaking, Hasbro.
And Sparkle
Really?
frequently got sidetracked organizing the books by
Well, it looks like
category
Vinyl's
and
breaking
then
the fourth wall.
alphabetizing them. Eventually, Sweetener Belle decided it was
Eventually,
time
in
to take matters
past
into her own hooves,
Pinkie Tales
so to
videos,
speak, and slipped
all
away
characters
from the
can break the
library when
fourth
no
wall.
pony was looking. She hopped along the castle corridors until she reached the West Wing. Being as quiet as she was able, Sweetener Belle was able to enter the prince's room unnoticed. Once she was inside, she spied the
For
prince
example,
laying
of the fourth
dramatically
wall
on his
break,
bed. The diary that the others were searching for wasn't
Yeah,
in the
Apple
library at
said,
all, but
"Who's
instead
writing the
hovering next
dialogue
to
in
him
this story?"
while his magic jotted down his thoughts. For some reason, the prince felt compelled to speak his
And then the
entry
one
aloud,
with-
which provided the
in,
perfect cover for Sweetener Belle to hop towards the enchanted
Three Little
scroll
Pigs.
undetected.
Dear
Apple Pig was
diary,
like,
a beautiful
"Ah,
mare
come
entered
on!
the castle today,
you
wanting
can
to help
understand
me.
them when they don't rap
I
about
don't
me?"
understand why she would ever want to help a strong,
And in Cindershy,
handsome, and overpowered stallion such as myself. I'm far too broken inside to be
Yeah,
saved.
Pinkie made Applejack break
Reminds
the
me
fourth
of when I
wall
was
with
an
her.
infant, and my parents, King Sombra and Nightmare Moon,
And Little
abandoned
Rumare.
me. And the years
Rabbit
I
Ash
spent
could
on the
talk
streets,
to animals.
being ridiculed by my peers because I was so different. Or that one time my
Yeah,
horn
you do
was
look
broken
different.
when I saved those sick orphans from the burning hospital. Yeah, oh, this is good stuff.
Sweetener Belle used the handle on her teacup to grasp onto the scroll and hopped back toward the door quietly. She hurried toward the library while the prince continued explaining his tragic backstory to himself.
Sparkle! Sparkle! I got it!
Where did you find that?
It's a long over-exaggerated story. Come on, let's read it.
Sparkle smiled, choosing not to question the little teacup. She unrolled the scroll and squinted her eyes, finding it difficult to read the faded ink.
Oh.
What costs nothing but is worth everything? Weighs nothing but can last a lifetime.
It is hard to
That
see.
one pony can't own, but 2 ponies can share? It's something you don't understand but desperately need. One's destiny is fulfilled when a correct answer is accomplished. Wait, this is a riddle, not a curse.
You found it! Solving the riddle will break the curse, silly! But the prince has already checked all his riddles and answer books and tried all kinds of magic spells. Nothing. See, if the ink disappears completely, then we're all cursed forever, and it gets harder to read every year. So, do you know the answer?
We'll get the beast to love you.
I just need more time, to narrow down my options. I can do this, no problem.
The prince bellowed, his voice echoing throughout the castle.
Well,
Sweetener
y'all
Belle
are dead.
gulped, and Sparkle stood motionless. Moments later, the beast appeared in a flash of light and a resounding boom.
You took it! I asked you to stay away from the West Wing, and you went there anyway? You interrupted my private thoughts!
Sparkle shot a glance to Sweetener Belle, who smiled apologetically, before hiding behind Sparkle's hoof.
Well, how am I supposed to break your curse unless I know what the scroll said?
You could have asked.
You were the one who didn't think ahead. Do you even want me to break this curse? You seem mighty content to be depressed and mope around your castle feeling sorry for yourself.
I didn't tell you you had to break it. If you don't want to be here, then why don't you just go?
Maybe I will.
Fine.
Fine.
Sparkle's
So rude to
face
each
was
other,
red from
bruh.
anger and embarrassment as she stomped her way towards the castle door. The objects protested, hopping along beside her, pleading for her to stay.
If he doesn't want me here, then I won't stay.
Sparkle said angrily. She pulled open the door and stormed outside. She had only taken a single step outdoors when the clouds overhead began to multiply and darken. Thunder and lightning were quick to follow, though there was no hint of rain. From somewhere in the distance, there could be heard a dark and sinister laugh that soon multiplied into 3 distinct voices.
T-Rex?
Sparkle panicked
Chrysalis!
and ran from the castle toward the front gates. She was thwarted, however, by large dark crystals that sprung from the ground, blocking her exit. Sparkle quickly changed directions and fanned out her wings to fly over the wall instead. As she did so, the unmistakable buzz of hundreds of wings approached from the other side. She squeaked in surprise.
That is
and
a
ran
lot
in
of
a new
changelings.
direction, finding it difficult to see anything when a thick black fog encompassed her.
Help!
She screamed, thrashing about in the darkness, her mind echoing with the unhinged laughter of the villains closing in.
I can't see! They're coming!
Sparkle's screams were cut short when she felt a mighty footstep shake the earth. Even in the thick black fog, she could see a circle of magical energy formed between 2 massive horns. Sparkle could see the prince standing atop the tallest castle tower. He was reared up on his hind legs, and his horn let out a blinding blast of light that pierced the darkness, threatening to encompass his castle. The 3 villain voices screamed in anger and agony as the prince's magic laid waste to them.
Whoa, wait a minute. Are you saying that King Sombra, Queen Chrysalis, and T-Rex were all attacking the castle at the same time?
That's what it says, yes.
But why? Are we supposed to believe that they'll all just get along? Wouldn't it make more sense for T-Rex to steal their power? Or Sombra to turn them into mind slaves, or...
This is what happens in terrible fanfictions, Pinkie. Inexplicable boss battles with familiar villains easily defeated by overpowered OC characters.
Yeah, definitely.
So he's attracting all of the terrible fanfiction tropes like some kind of giant cringe magnet? We have to get rid of him before Pinkie Tails are doomed forever. I know just what to do.
All right then. Sparkle stood in shocked silence, witnessing the might of the prince's power. Once he had finished, he shot her an apologetic smile and disappeared from the tower momentarily to reappear in front of her.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. What was all that?
Sometimes myself and my castle is put in incredible danger by outside dark forces, and I have to keep them at bay. Don't worry, they've never beaten me before. I'll make sure you're safe.
But why? What could they want?
They want me to turn to the dark side.
Thank you.
Okay then, Star Wars reference?
My life.
Sparkle said, conceding to the fact that without the prince's help, she surely would have met her doom.
You're welcome. It's not safe for you to travel right now. It's best if you storm off tomorrow when the daylight's on your side.
Sparkle smiled and nodded in agreement, following the prince back inside the castle. The following day, Sparkle found that her determination to break the curse greatly outweighed her desire to leave the castle. The prince was overjoyed to learn that she wanted to stay, and decided to assist her search rather than brood in his tower. The castle objects were all abuzz to see the 2 getting along, and each hoped the connection they were forming would bring them one step closer to breaking the curse. Minutes turned to hours, hours into days, and soon a week had gone by of fervent study together. Sparkle and the prince rarely left the library and each other's side. The prince quickly learned to accommodate Sparkle's tendency to work too hard by having his staff bring them meals and blankets at night when the studying poured into the cold early hours of the day. They talked, they laughed, they organized, and they made checklist after checklist to make sure they didn't miss a single detail. sharing ideas and clues with each other while keeping the end goal in sight. However, 1 week of study was the prince's limit, and he desired instead to do something else with Sparkle. He gathered the castle staff and enlisted their assistance to create a grand party. He wanted to thank Sparkle for her hard work and provide every pony a break from their toiling. Of course, the objects delighted at the opportunity to throw a party, none more so than Flamewitch, who took it upon himself to plan the celebration. Rarity Teapot whisked Sparkle away from the library to go and meet another castle object that would help to make her ready in time for the evening's festivities. Sparkle was a little uncomfortable with the idea, as she had never attended a party before and didn't want to disappoint the prince or his castle objects.
She'll need to look divine, darling. I told her that only
you
you
look
could
divine.
pull off such a feat.
But of course,
Trixie!
every pony knows that the great and powerful Dresser has the most
Dresser?
fashionable designs for
Or
any mirror.
Tresser?
Even one as Egghead
That
as
tongue
this
roll
one.
Why does every
confused me.
pony call me that? What does it even mean?
I'm a wardrobe, not a dictionary. You just look like one. That's all.
That's all well and fine,
Wait,
but we simply
is that
must
Magpiepony
not waste
playing,
any
Trixie?
time. Have you found a dress for our guest?
How about this one? I heard it was only worn once.
The Tresser giggled slyly, holding out a gown that was anything but appealing.
Oh my, that'll never do. It looks as if a bunch of mice sewed it together on a time crunch. No.
Of course, Cindershy.
Accentuates her smile, shows off the brilliance of her wings.
I don't think I have anything that would make her look good.
Perhaps I misspoke then. Perhaps you are
Yeah,
not
that's
the
how
greatest
Trixie's
wardrobe
character
in the
is.
castle.
She's
Come,
still
Sparkle,
going
we'll visit
against
another
Twilight
room.
of how
Perhaps we'll find something
awesome
for you
she
there.
is.
Wait! I just found something. Yes! Have a look.
It's beautiful! Try it on, Sparkle.
An orange
Are
dress.
you sure I need
Of course.
this? Why can't I just wear my regular clothes?
Regular what? How could you ever think to attend a gala without wearing a gorgeous gown?
Because she's an egghead.
All right, I'll give it a try. But without my magic, it might take some time to get this on right.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. Come see.
Tresser said, beckoning Sparkle closer. Sparkle took the bait and approached Tresser. Moments later, she was sucked inside the wardrobe and the doors shut, locking her in. Her screams of protest matched the strange sounds coming from within. Before a minute had passed, the great and powerful Tresser spat Sparkle back out fully dressed and ready for the party.
Ugh, now I smell like musty old bugs. Ugh.
You look exquisite!
Rarity Pot
Yeah,
said,
she does look
showing
beautiful.
Sparkle a reflection of herself in a nearby mirror. Sparkle did indeed look ravishing in her gown. It was accentuated with pieces of jewellery and a stylized mane to match.
You've really outdone yourself, great and powerful Dresser.
Naturally, I am the best.
A voice called from the other side of the door.
The prince would like to inform the young filly that the celebration can now begin.
Sparkle opened the door to see a hollowed suit of pony armor standing at attention on the other side.
Oh, you look rather beautiful tonight, Miss Sparkle.
Oh, thank you.
Who is that?
Flash armor.
Flash armor?
Replied, the metal helmet's cheeks turning a bright crimson.
Your prince awaits, darling.
Rarity Pot said, delighted, then turned to Flash Armor.
Why don't you go guard the magic mirrors,
Of course, right away.
Flash said, slightly defeated.
Gotta be careful around the armor. They've been known to steal waifus.
Sweetener Bell, language.
What? Flamewitch said.
Come, we're holding up the party.
Sparkle followed Rarity Pot and Sweetener Bell toward the grand dining hall, a room that she had never seen before.
I'm
The
sorry,
hall
I
was
cannot take that
extravagantly
seriously.
lit with
Sweetener
numerous
Bell.
chandeliers and candlesticks that vaguely reminded Sparkle of Flamewitch. There was a long table filled to the brim with party food, including a massive 100-layer cake. The adjoining ballroom had streamers hanging from every pillar, and wherever she looked there were sure to be dozens upon dozens of balloons. The prince waited for Sparkle at the end of the staircase, wearing a brightly coloured suit that matched the theme of the party. Sparkle blushed profusely, having completely overdressed for the occasion. She wondered if that was the great and powerful Tresser's intention, as she didn't seem particularly fond of Sparkle.
You look lovely.
Said the prince, pulling out her chair at the dining table.
And you look... this whole place looks... bright and festive?
I think the word you're looking for
is fun!
Flamewitch said, bursting
Alrighty
out of
then.
the cake along with the other castle objects in a sea of confetti. Sparkle and the prince were sewn up to their flanks in pieces of paper and the remnants of the food that had once been on the table.
What? You... Oh, this place is a mess!
But what's a party without a big surprise?
Flamewitch said,
Well, you
scooping up
kind
a
of made a
chunk
mess
frosting
everywhere.
and eating it in one bite.
Cheese flavored.
I'll go get Apple Broom.
Apple Broom?
That's okay. I wasn't really that hungry for cake.
Sparkle said, brushing the frosting and confetti from her mane.
How about a dance?
I would love to.
Sparkle said with a smile. She and the prince waded out of the chaos to the ballroom, where an expectant vinyl record was ready and waiting.
Hit it!
You don't have to tell me twice.
The entire room seemed to jump at the beat, including the prince and Sparkle. The pair of them laughed, dancing out the rhythm together, flailing their hooves about in all directions.
Uh-oh. Pinkie, what have you done?
Before it ruins other stories! What? Don't you see it? The abomination on the dance floor? Which one? Ha!
Unable to get Dashton's attention, Pinkie made her way towards the gramophone and lifted the needle from the record.
There! Now if you would be so kind, get this thing out of my story!
Dashton?
Who are these ponies?
Look, Dashton, it's just like I said. A beast has stolen your mare and was dancing with her. Kind of. What are you
Pinkie,
doing
what have you
about
done?
that?
Why, come join the party, of course! There's enough cheese confetti cake for every pony!
Does that mean I can come to the party too?
Apple Broom?
You, Apple Broom, you get back to
Apple
work.
Broom?
Dashi!
So Apple Bloom is a broom!
Don't you want to defend your mare friend?
Mare friend, please. She was barely even my friend.
Friend? But I don't have any.
Sparkle started, then paused. The answer hit her so directly that she felt foolish for not seeing it sooner.
That's it! The way to break the curse!
She ran towards the library where the enchanted scroll had been waiting. The prince, the castle objects, and the pony intruders followed after.
Oh, alright then. I'll just chill here and not get to see what's so exciting. Yeah, that's fair.
Sparkle reached the scroll and carefully unfurled it, scanning the riddle as a big smile grew on her face.
What costs nothing, but is worth everything, weighs nothing but can last a lifetime, that one pony can't own, but two ponies can share, something you don't understand but desperately need. One's destiny is fulfilled when a correct answer is accomplished. That has to be it! Friendship! Before I came to the castle, you only had your staff around you, ponies that would do anything for you regardless of how they felt. You didn't have a real friend, did you?
I guess not. I never called any of my staff my friend. I always thought I was too likable and perfect to be a good friend.
And that's the thing. The scroll said the answer had to be accomplished. That meant that you couldn't just know the answer. You had to experience it too. We've had the means to break this curse all along.
You want to be my friend?
I already am your friend. And you're mine too.
Once the words had left her mouth, the entire castle began to glow. Magical waves of light struck each castle object at once, engulfing them until it was too bright to see them at all. When they reappeared
And
moments
they're back to
later,
normal.
their true pony forms had been restored, and Sparkle could see them all as they truly were for the very first time.
You did it! You broke the curse!
Ooh, now that feels a mite better.
Appleclock said, bucking her hooves in the air, rejoicing.
Hang on to your flanks, every pony! This light show isn't over yet!
Flamewitch said, lounging in a chair
Oh,
with
jeez.
shades over his
What are you
eyes,
gonna do,
pointing
Cheese?
his hoof at the prince. All eyes
Wait, what?
turned to the prince in confusion as the magic began engulfing him as well.
But I thought he said he was only cursed not to leave the castle.
His appearance was a curse.
Just as with the castle staff, the magical
Seriously,
light
get out of
grew
here,
too
Pinkie.
blinding to watch, and a final burst was heard before the prince emerged. His appearance had changed after all.
And who was that?
He was without all the excess magic and vibrato he had grown accustomed to hiding behind. Instead, he became a proud and confident prince with actual characterization and personality. However, it wasn't a pony that stood before them now, but instead...
Spike?!
A smaller creature. A baby dragon.
Spike was the beast! What?!
Spike! This whole time, the prince was Spike?
I didn't think you'd want to get to know the real me if you saw me for who I am. But now that I know you're my friend, Sparkle, Wait, where'd the story go? Guys? Guys?
No pony likes you, Spike.
Hey!
End. Well, that explains a lot. Hey, don't blame me. I tried to get him out of the story a long time ago. You're not gonna let me off the hook for reading you a Spike story, are you? I know. How about we read The Little Mermaid again?
Really? Seriously? Spike was the beast? I have no words. Yep, Obab Scribbler. Chippa. Screwdrix. Purple Roslyn. Nowacking. Neville Yashki. Oh, it's Annika Lamb. Stardash VA. Coral Siegeville. Quirky Craft. Ribbon Sean, Mary Medley, Ryan Waddy. Kruger McDowell. Sketch the Pegasus. Kate Bug. Yep. Magpiepony was Tresser. Rapunzel. So I'm assuming the next story has to do with Rarity. Wow. That was so amazing. And of course, shocking at the same time. I can't believe it. Of course, the beast looked like an alicorn, but the whole time the beast was Spike? I cannot believe it. Oh my god! That story was awesome. Like, wow. I completely have no words to say of how awesome this video was. Spike was the beast. So, this is like the best one ever. I can't believe Sparkle made friends with a beast who was Spike the whole time. But Applejack? Why would you say that about Spike? No one likes him? I like Spike. I have friends who like Spike. Gosh. Oh. Well, you know, I'm just going to end the video off here because I have no review of... Well, I don't have time to review this video because I'm going to go lay down and think about what this story was like. Oh my gosh. And, yeah. Oh, and just to update you guys, I will not be making any videos for the next 5 days, because I did say in my update video that I'm going to sleepaway camp. So, yeah. But don't you guys worry, I will see you guys on Saturday. So, yeah. I'm getting it off here. Once again, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on Saturday with no videos for a whole week. So, bye!